Another question we often get from our clients is, what should we do before we file bankruptcy? And I think that this comes out of a sense that we all have to do things to protect ourselves when we're concerned that bad things are going to happen to us. But oftentimes, taking action right before you're going to file a bankruptcy, or even within a year of filing bankruptcy, can create problems that you really don't want to have and that you wouldn't anticipate. Many times we see people who come in and have already taken some actions that are problematic for either them or a family member. That's not what I'm going to directly deal with right now, but instead I'm going to deal with some of those protective actions that people think will help them, but actually won't. For example, oftentimes people will think, maybe I should take all of the money out of my bank account because then I'll have cash and no one will need to know about it. So first of all, every time you file a bankruptcy, what you do is you sign all of your papers under oath and under penalty of perjury. And beyond just swearing the oath, you also have the issue of something called bankruptcy fraud, which is a pretty significant federal crime and is a felony. So if you hide things intentionally, you may be exposing yourself to not only problems with receiving what's called a discharge order that wipes out your debt, but also potential criminal problems. So if you do take all the money out of your bank account, we still would have to disclose the cash that you have. And that's okay. A lot of protective actions that are taken because people who are getting ready to file bankruptcy or start to think in their own mind they need to file bankruptcy don't understand laws called exemptions that ultimately protect your ability to get a fresh start. So having money in your bank account, having money in your mattress, having a Venmo account that has a bunch of money in it, all of those things are okay. We just have to compare it to the exemptions and make sure that we disclose all of that. Other things that people oftentimes think about is, maybe selling a home, selling their car. And usually those types of things are also a bad idea. It may be the case that selling your home or your car could get you out of debt and make it so that you don't need to file a bankruptcy. In those circumstances, maybe it is what's right for you. But if you're going to file bankruptcy, selling assets right beforehand oftentimes invites additional scrutiny from your case trustee who's administering all of your cases, or your case, or it also could result in your trustee undoing some of those transactions if it doesn't appear that you got enough money. Instead, you should meet with a competent bankruptcy attorney before making these types of decisions, because that attorney might be able to help you make good decisions and may help you understand exemption planning and talk you through the potential pitfalls so that you can make an informed decision about whether to sell assets, whether to make large purchases or moderate purchases with money that you have on hand, and help you to plan to protect yourself in a way that won't create problems in the future.